Hey guys, so today we're gonna do some swirl nail art. This is great for beginners, so anyone that has been struggling with this kind of art or wants to learn how to do this art, this video is for you. So you want to get a medium to short length detail brush. I grabbed cheap brushes from, Walmart, wherever, and I cut them so they are as thin as I want them to be. I don't cut the length, but I cut the thickness to make them thinner, if that makes sense. So now I'm getting Gelées black. I like their gel polish black. It's not too runny, it's not too thick. It works good for me, but find something that works for you. And you want to get enough product on your brush where it loads the tip of the brush and you get a ball of polish. As you can see right here, you don't really want polish in the middle or the base of your bristles because that's not what's painting the nail, it's the tip of the brush. Okay, so now you're going to practice. You're going to place your tip down with the ball of polish and lightly lift up and drag down. You want to practice more of the swirl part, so you're going to go from left to right. And you want to practice the opposite direction as well. So when you first place that ball of polish, that's what's going to give you that thicker round part. And as you drag down or around to make the shape, you're using lighter pressure, and that's what's going to give you the thinner and pointier part of your design. So you want to practice both directions so you're familiarized with how your product is moving, how your brush is working for you, make any adjustments if you need to. The more product you pick up on your brush, the bigger the ball will be and the bigger that round area will be of your swirl or your filigree. This tutorial is great to get you started into doing this kind of art, but also get you ready to do filigree, the more complicated stuff. It takes a lot more patience to learn this because if you've watched my other videos, the marbling nail art video and the galaxy nail art video, those are, you don't have to have a steady hand with that, but with this you need a steady hand and you need to learn how to manipulate your brush. So I'm just going to start doing the swirl on one side and moving it down with light pressure. And you can see with my pinky, my right hand pinky, I am using that pinky to anchor my steadiness. So I'm putting that on another finger so I'm steady when I'm holding my brush and I'm not getting wobbly lines, wiggly lines. It's going to be nice and smooth. So with this kind of design, you want it to have some balance in a sense. So you just want it to swirl together and look nice and pleasing to the eye. So I personally like to do one swirl starting one way, on the other side it'll go the other way, but play around and see. I mean, there's no rules on how to do this, no right or wrong. So just do with what you think looks good and looks pleasing to the eye. So now I'm going to practice doing kind of some of the teardrop shapes. They're not going to be as curved or as swirled. So I'm going to show you really how much pressure I'm using on my palette. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see. So I pick up a ball. I will place that ball down with light pressure and lift up and drag. And this is more for that swirl. And it's still, you're just dragging longer with lighter pressure. So you can see I put pressure, I lift up, and I drag. My brush is not really bending when I'm doing that end tail part. It's really hard to describe this and explain this on camera, so I hope you guys are kind of seeing what I'm doing and just getting what I'm saying. But really, really practice this. This takes a lot of practice, and don't get frustrated. It just doesn't come out exactly how you want it first, but just keep practicing and you'll get it. So I like to clean my brush midway through sometimes because my brush gets gunked up with the gel polish and it stops moving the way I want it to move. So I'll clean it up with alcohol and kind of re-prep it again. And so now I'm just going to add those kind of like teardrop shapes, not so curvy, just to fill in some of the blank spaces because right now it's looking pretty sad. looks like a sad plant almost. So just add where you feel like you want to add a little bit more and just add that work in there. And this is such a fun art. I just feel a lot more free when I can do artwork like this because there's no set design. You just let it go based on the nail and the size of the nail. And when you're done doing your art, you are going to cure this in the lamp so it can set in. There is so much more you can do with the swirl patterns, and I'm going to do another video about filigree, kind of a little bit more detailed nail art, but this is a good base to start from. So, try it out. Tag me on Instagram at LuxaPolish. I would love to see your guys' work. Again, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.